Okay, so here I have my arrows T-28 get up in the air. Okay, let's do another attempt to get this one up in the air. It's really wet grass today, so let's see if I can get this one rolling. That didn't work. Okay, third attempt. Another fail. It seems to be impossible to get this one there. Let's try it again. Okay, fourth attempt. Come on now. Get up in the air. T-28. Well, okay, I'm doing a last attempt then I'm just giving up because this grass is really wet and it seems to be impossible to get the one up in the air, but it's the final attempt then. Okay, finally. So it just took a lot of trials to get this one going. So when the grass is wet like today, it's near impossible to get the plane with a nose wheel and small wheels up in the air, but in the end I got it to work. It's really hilarious sometimes when you try to get off the ground. So this is a second look at the Arrows T-28, the 1.1 meter. It's a really nice looking warbird, and it sure is able and agile. As you've seen my previous video, I've experienced some crazy behavior from this one, but as soon as you start to learn how to not over control this one and turn down the rates, it is a really fun and great RC plane to fly. It's not in the same class as the E-flite Trojan 1.1 meter because that Trojan is just an excellent flying RC plane, and I honestly like the all yellow color on the E-flite more than this one, but surely this is a nicely flying RC plane with the features like flaps and retracts. And it does also have a good speed, even on 3S batteries. Although this plane is more expensive than the E-flite, and the E-flite, if you purchase the BNF version, you actually get the receiver, so it's a really inexpensive RC plane comparing what you actually do get. So this one is a little bit more expensive. Then again, I think you should purchase any of the Arrows RC airplane when they have them on sale, which they do now and then they're at least a little bit cheaper.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
So an advice when it comes to this RC airplane is to make more gentle move, because if you jank the stick, like this, you might run into some issues with this one being over control, and especially if you do it at lower speed. So I would certainly just keep up speed when you do aerobatics with this warbird, or learn how to do more gentle stick input. And of course you could just reduce rates and do like 70% rate on the surfaces. So that's my advice when it comes to this one. And as you saw, the takeoff from this wet grass was just super crazy, and I almost gave up to get this one up in the air. So wet grass is a little bit of a no-no when it comes to a plane with small wheels. And as you can see on the grass, there are even like wet areas. So the ground is really saturated with the water. So timer is almost up. It's time to start to slow down with flaps. There isn't any real ballooning, which is great.
Gear up. Gear down.
So now I have the gears deployed as well. Just want to make sure that they are deployed. So let's see then, I had the kind of crazy takeoff situation where I almost didn't get this one off the grass. So it would be interesting to see if I can do some sort of okayish landing. So, I mean, if you just do reduced rate and even fly it slower, I think it works nice. So it's only don't over control this one when you are at lower speed. So I'm at the landing approach then. So let's see how this works. Let it drop and try to flare at the end. Okay, it's kind of rough, but it went down much better than when I tried to get this one up in the air. You can really hear my footsteps. It's so wet on this grass field. So that's the T-28. It's an interesting warbird for sure.